Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Corinne and I mostly post workout videos and food videos with different recipe ideas for you guys. This video though, I decided to do something a little bit different just because it is the start of 2021 and I'm sure we're all ready to leave 2020 behind. I decided to create a video about setting realistic goals for this year and realistic steps in order to achieve those goals so that you can maximize your productivity this year and really just have a good year, because we all know that we need that after last year. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll be discussing a couple of different goal setting methods with you guys and then giving my own examples and letting you know some of my own goals. And then you'll be on your way to setting great goals for 2021. So first, I really wanted to talk about some different factors that occasionally inhibit people from reaching their goals. And one of those main factors is that they will set a big picture idea that they want to achieve. Like, I want to save $10,000 by the end of the year. And that is an incredible goal. I would encourage you all to save and start your savings early, but if you don't have steps to get to the goal, it is really hard to get there. So if you just have that overarching picture of wanting to save $10,000, that's great, but how are you going to do that? There's a lot of little pieces that have to go into that. So that's something we're going to talk about today. And then another reason that people don't often hit their goals is because they have no motivator. And the biggest example I can think with that is people saying they want to go to the gym. And we all know that come January 1st, the gym is just overrun. You can't find any equipment. It is packed all the time. Oftentimes there's lots of funny situations that you may see if people are not used to working out and entering the gym for the first time. But then by the end of January or even into February, the numbers will start to trickle. And a lot of that is because those people don't have an interior motivator within them, wanting to continue that goal and continue going to the gym. It's almost as if they set a goal, and as they're setting the goal, they already know that they're not going to continue it, if that makes sense. So you have to have a strong motivator for why you want to do something that will continue to push you and a reason that you can think back on throughout the year or whatever time frame your goal is set for. And that will continue to press you towards your goal instead of just allowing you to fizzle out. So those are just a couple of reasons of why a lot of people are not able to achieve their goals within the new year. And so now I wanted to talk about the method that I have used for many years. A lot of you guys probably learned this in school actually. It is the SMART goals method. And basically it is an acronym, super easy to remember, and you can apply it to all the goals in your life, even if it's just a little goal like I want to cook dinner 3 times a week, or a larger goal like the example I previously gave of saving $10,000 in this next year. So with the SMART goals, the first letter is S, and that stands for specific. You want something tangible and specific so that you can have steps to reach it. It can still be a broad goal, but it has to be specific, because otherwise you're just floundering around and your goal is just very vague. And then the M stands for measurable. That means that you want it to have numbers in it. And again, it's kind of making it more of a tangible goal. So you want to say, okay, I'd like to save $10,000 in 1 year. Well, 10,000 is your number, whereas you could have said, I want to save money this year. That just makes it very vague. So you want it to be measurable and have a number in it. And then the letter A is for attainable. That just means know your limits, know what you're interested in, and set attainable goals. So you don't want to set goals for cooking more during the week if you really hate to cook. Maybe start with learning to cook or finding another skill that you want to learn that really interests you, because if it's not an attainable goal and doesn't have interest for you, then it will be really hard to achieve. And then the letter R is for realistic. So make a realistic goal. For all those people wanting to go to the gym in 2021, if you have never worked out before in your life, don't set the goal of working out 7 days a week. That will be extremely difficult. And if you accomplish that, claps to you. But you want your goal to be realistic. So make it something that is challenging. That way you have satisfaction when you achieve it and you know that you've grown as a person, but make it realistic so that you do achieve it rather than having many failures that make you want to give up. And then the final letter is T, and that means time oriented. So you want to set a time limit for your goal. That way you can't get all wishy-washy and say, okay, well, I'll just extend it a few more weeks, or I'll just do it next week. No, you want to set a time-oriented goal, meaning set it within a week. Or for the money example, I want to save $10,000 in 1 year. That is the period of time that you are given to do that goal, and that will also help motivate you towards doing that and achieving that in your timely fashion. So the SMART goals: S, specific; M, measurable; A, attainable; R, realistic; and T, time oriented. And you wrap that all into your goals for the year, and you will have very achievable goals that are realistic for you, and you will be on your way, ready to go. So I wanted to share with you my own personal example, just to kind of make that make a little more sense, what the SMART goals are and how I set them for myself. So my example that is actually one of my 2021 goals is to work out or go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. So it is specific because it's that tangible goal. I know that I have gyms in my area I can go to. It is measurable because I have put a number to it. I've said 5 to 6 times is the goal that I'm trying to hit. It is also attainable because I have been working out, and in 2020 I went around 3 to 4 times a week. So I wanted to set something that would be challenging. So this will be challenging, but I'm motivated to do it, and so I'm excited to hopefully achieve the goal. And then it is also realistic, kind of along the lines of attainable, just because I know my levels for working out, and I know that I'm not really traveling, so I'm able to go to the gyms or do home workouts like that. And then it is also time oriented or time bound because I did set the parameter of every single week. This is the goal that I want to achieve. So going to the gym 5 to 6 times per week is a SMART goal that I've set for myself for 2021, and I'm ready to achieve that. So when you guys are ready to set your SMART goals for this new year, which I really encourage you to do since we're nearly halfway through January, just make sure that you choose things that you are interested in, because again, that will be a huge motivator to you. If you pick something you're interested in, you'll be much more likely to want to do that thing or achieve that goal. So make it something that is working towards a bigger picture for yourself, or even a larger goal, because that will feel even more satisfying when you achieve those things. Don't just jump on the bandwagon of what everybody else is doing. So don't go to the gym if you're not someone who likes to work out, or if you've never worked out. Start with something more attainable. Again, like maybe going for a walk a couple of times a week, you know? You don't have to have the same goals as everybody else, and I would encourage you guys to think individually about what you like to do, what you want to accomplish this year, and how you can kind of roll all of those things into one so that you have goals that motivate you and that you can keep up with throughout the year. I also would encourage you guys to avoid more of aesthetic goals. This goes along with fitness more so, just because it's very hard, and especially for females, you're very nitpicky about what you look like. So it's very hard, even if you take before and after pictures, that's hard to measure, you know? I mean, if you want to lose weight, then go by the scale, but as far as aesthetic goals and what you see in the mirror, it is really hard to measure that and have like a tangible goal with that. So I would encourage you guys to avoid those and go with something a little bit more tangible. Also, my last tip is just don't bite off more than you can chew. I really want you guys to accomplish your goals this year. It's going to be, I'm sure, another crazy year if 2020 was any predictor, but you want to be able to accomplish those goals and feel good about what you're doing this year. So don't bite off more than you can chew, and make sure that you have people in your corner who can encourage you and even work towards certain goals with you. If you have a spouse or a sibling, you could even set certain goals with them that are very similar, and that way you can challenge each other as you go throughout the year, because that can be another huge motivator. I gave you guys my example of my SMART goal, and I will just recap the acronym for the SMART goals. S is for specific, M is measurable, A attainable, R is realistic, and T is time-oriented. And if you follow those steps to set all your goals for 2021, you are going to go to huge places, because those goals will help you not be vague, and they will help you set steps to reach your big picture goals. So drop down in the comments below what questions you guys have, if any, and also let me know what your goals are for 2021 so that we can keep each other accountable and all reach our goals together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.